Hey guys, welcome back to the World Class Show, episode 5. A whole hand. Woo! High five.
Out of fingers, bro. That's fucked up, bro.
Yeah,
Come on,
that's
give me
fucked
some.
up, bro. That's fucked
Give me
up.
some, bro. What is up,
Go ahead and
guys?
jog to that corner for me, please, actually.
What up, what up? So, moods are good today. I feel like all of our teams won this week. So I think we got good spirit today.
Minus today, Puerto Rico's.
Yeah.
We got good moods in the studio today.
Yeah, I forgot to bring the confetti and all that stuff for y'all. A whole week of winning, guys. How does that feel?
Man, it feels freaking good, my boy.
Yeah,
It feels good to be back on winning ways, and it looks like we're starting to click.
I don't know how to act this
That's
weekend, to
good.
be honest.
Well,
Acting a fool.
well, I'm Ricky,
Gabe.
Jalen?
and we are ready to talk about Chelsea in the Champions League. Because that's your team, and you guys won.
I'm actually happy to start that off. Right?
Listen, go back to our second episode, I think it was, when we lost in the first leg, that we were talking, that we all said it, actually. We all agreed Chelsea's a different breed in the Champions League.
Yeah.
And we were not, I mean, they didn't prove us wrong. They played one heck of a game. Now, rival fans are like, oh, the ref handed you the game, whatever. Sure. What do you want me to do? Complain about it? Not be happy that we won? Yeah, it might have been like a missed call from the ref for the penalties and whatever.
Yeah.
But different breed in the Champions League, man. Like we just always perform.
The thing is that pisses me off is like, even that aside, the amount of chances we've had like that game compared to Dortmund was just like complete night and day. Like that game honestly should have been 3-4 up Chelsea. Like it was crazy.
Yeah, I don't think that penalty was gonna make a difference for you guys at all. Like, even if you guys missed it, I feel like there was still like 2 goals in you guys. But
I think Kai would have probably jumped off a cliff had he not scored the second
I think
PK.
so.
Because, bro, I mean, the amount of chances he had and just could not score or would be called back for offsides, Sterling's fucking elbow or whatever it was, like, my man was going through it. So I'm glad he scored.
I mean, it wasn't. Yeah, I mean, everybody. You guys just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net, and it was kind of frustrating me because I'm like, you guys deserve these goals. It's just not going in. I'm like, okay, what's going on? I'm like, if you guys end up losing this game, like, I will be so upset for you guys because I'm like, what's going on? Like, please put it back in the net. But I mean, you guys are now starting to score goals, so.
We're figuring it out, and like you can see it on the pitch if you're watching the games. You can see how now all the players are starting to like create more space for each other. Especially, I think a big part of this team is Kai Havertz. Like Kai Havertz is such a focus because now I think I don't know if Potter figured it out or what the deal is, but like Kai is now while on paper he's the starting striker, he's playing more than a number 10 role.
Oh, yeah,
And he's coming into the midfield, creating space for João Felix, and then whoever starts on the right, Sterling. Well, he's injured, but Mudryk to kind of run down the wings, and Kai Havertz would just like pop it up to either of them. So I think now Kai Havertz might be our most important player, to be honest. Besides, our defense, because that's what we're known for at this point. But in terms of offense, Kai Havertz needs to play in that 10 role, stop being the main striker. Because it's I mean, he's scored in the past couple of games, and he's created so many chances.
Yeah, I will say that when it comes to him creating chances, he's done really well. And then on top of as well as being there on the other end of those chances, like he's had so many chances. So I think it's really good he can be both now. So maybe this long drawn out era of him being put in the striker position has really helped him as well. Like, be able to be on the opposite side. I think it's extremely unfortunate, like, that he just hasn't seen the back of the net.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about hitting posts, multiple times. You're talking about
time
getting
after
getting offsides. Like, I can see his pain when he shoots the ball and it just, like, grace of God, it doesn't go in. And I'm like, man, that just sucks. It sucks. And then it honestly killed me to watch Sterling score. Just because I was like, bro, of all people, it's gonna be Sterling.
I mean, he whiffed that first, like,
Oh yeah.
that first attempt.
So bad.
That was literally the definition of luck.
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, he had, like I said, he had a damn near 1-on-1 with the keeper before that, and just he didn't know. It genuinely looked like he didn't know what to do. It genuinely looked like he froze, and I was like, oh man.
It's crazy how both goals were just complete luck. Like luck was on your side.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the goals that mattered and like the ones that looked good, like they're gonna be a great team goal. It just never goes in. I'm like, all right, whatever.
Welcome to Chelsea right now.
No, it's just meant to be for Chelsea to be in the Champions League and just keep it going. So,
I feel like Chelsea's gonna have that Real Madrid story that they had 2 seasons ago.
I hope so, man. I hope so. I'm curious to see, and I don't want to turn this into like a Chelsea episode, which we always do. Honestly, let's be honest here. But like, I'm curious to see how, the Chelsea bringing in a striker will affect Kai Havertz. Like, if they bring a natural number 9, like let's say they sign Victor Osimhen from Napoli, like hypothetical, he steps into the natural number 9. Mm-hmm. Where do you put Kai Havertz? You don't want him in the wing. I mean, he does alternate in the wings, but Potter doesn't play with a natural 10, a center attack mid.
I mean,
so like, I just feel like we're bringing in so many pieces with Nkunku still to come in, and then you want a number 9 to compete with Nkunku and Havertz. Like, I feel like at this point we're just buying players to figure out what clicks, and then whoever doesn't, you just dish them out to the curb. And I don't particularly love that, because if it doesn't suit your style of play, don't get them. Like, don't do that.
Yeah. I mean, that's like, I've said it over the past like couple of weeks where it's like, it kind of baffles me that like we've gotten players and without really knowing how to use them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're just like, oh, this person's hot right now, let's get him. Yeah. And then it's like, okay, well, now after this, we're spending weeks and weeks. I understand from the player's perspective of not being able to fit in, but when you're saying as a manager, you're not knowing where to put these players, like, that's a little wild.
It is, and it's just, I don't know. I don't understand what's going on.
But that's like, if Kai were to have been scoring these goals, right, would there really be a need?
Yeah, because he was scoring the goals with Tuchel, and they still went and got Lukaku.
Yeah, well.
So, 100%, because Kai's not a natural striker. That's not what he does. They're playing him there because we don't have.
So if he were to be scoring these goals, right, and then you still went and got another number 9, where would you put him? Like, to kind of
personally, I would like to see a different formation. But the thing is, if you switch formations, then you're not using Chilwell and Reece James to the best of your ability, the best wing backs in the league. Right. So it's like you have to figure it out at some point. I don't know where you're gonna put Havertz, which like I said, right now he's our most important player. The way that he's creating in space for everybody else. So I don't really know. I don't really know what to tell you there.
I honestly wouldn't. I know like this is like one of the ugliest like formations, you know what I mean? Yeah. But like I personally think with our team it works so well that like I'm not mad at it. Like,
I'm not mad at all. Yeah.
I really wouldn't want them to change it, and because of the fact that you get to use, you know what I'm saying, Reece James and Chilwell the way that we have. So
I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see in the transfer window when Lukaku comes back and then who they're gonna sign. But that's just a little rant about Chelsea, how we always do. Different breed. We came back, and man. What's next?
Happy about that.
Yeah, we were very happy.
Well, while you guys were watching your team struggle a little bit, I was also watching Benfica just dismantle Club Rouge. Like, Benfica that's another underdog right there for me.
100%. I think I was very impressed with the aggressiveness that they played with.
Ramos is really bringing that World Cup energy into the Champions League.
Bro, what a golazo by Ramos. Oh, my God.
It was a crazy goal. But still, even losing Enzo, they're still looking solid.
They look good.
Enzo and Darwin.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, well, we still got this. We're not worried about that at all.
I mean, they still got John Mario.
They got Neres. They got a bunch of players that are just solid. And
the guy that just lives in the clouds, man. Neres. You see that boy? He's always like...
Chillest football career.
Bro.
Well, that's the type of player you want.
Yeah. So
it was nice. It was really like they were just so, I don't know, like just ruthless that game, bro. Like I was just like, man, it was just goal after goal. They definitely took advantage of all their shot opportunities, and the goals they did take were just taken with like such class, bro. Like straight world class shots going on in there. I was like, wow. I was truly impressed. Truly impressed. It was sucked that first couple minutes of the game, John Mario scored the goal, but it was like offsides. But I was like, the moment that happened, I was like, yeah,
it's just
not,
their game.
It's not going to be a good game for me.
It was all possession at that point for Benfica, but then, like I even saw it from the group stage, like when they played against PSG, like they held their ground. So, I really think that Benfica moving forward is going to be a team that they don't want to mess around. There's not going to be a walk in the park. You know, this is a team that's hungry. They're really motivated to go all the way to win the Champions League. So, very happy, very excited for Benfica.
I will say real quick though that amid all the Benfica goals, the one goal that Club Brugge did score,
That consolation goal
was nasty.
that was
It
disgusting.
was absolutely nasty. Bro.
Disgusting.
Left foot one time.
Yeah,
Top
that was
right.
gross.
Oh man, I was like, damn, that
Bro,
right there was goal. of
The
game.
Champions League Instagram account is milking that goal, bro. They just nonstop posting like back to back to back, bro. And they're like, "What a way to seal the game." They lost, like, bro. Consolation.
Seal the game.
Yeah, but it was still like
Hold this L. Like, what?
bro, for real. But it was a good goal. And I was just gonna say, like, add up to like, the Benfica talk. It's like, you know, before I looked it up, I was like, oh, I really would like to see Benfica play like a solid contender because Club Brugge, you know, they're good. But like you said, like they held the ground against PSG and they knocked out Juventus. You know what I mean? Like a solid team. So
Good
this
teams.
Benfica team is definitely someone to look out for in the upcoming stages.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's unfortunate for Club Rouge. Like they were really good in 2020 and 2021, but it's just an aging team now, and hopefully they can figure it out in next season because there's a team with a solid history, but Benfica was just a better team. But moving on to Wednesday, big teams, big names. I'll start off with Tottenham and Milan. Honestly, I was watching the first half and I was just getting bored at this point. I was like, all right, it's not a really entertaining game. I'm not really seeing any fire from Tottenham, and I guess that was the reason why they got knocked out. They weren't really showing out, and now it gets to the point that they're knocked out of the Champions League. What's going to happen to Harry Kane, son?
I mean, are we surprised here?
Yeah.
It's the Spurs, man. Like, like, are we really surprised here,
This
guys?
man's eyes just turned red.
Bro, like,
It's the Spurs.
are we really surprised here?
No,
Like, we're not. No, honestly, I think, honestly, if you're Harry Kane, you gotta go. Like, look at Ericsson. Left. You know, had that freak accident, came back, played for Brentford, had a great start to his like career back in the Premier League because he went to Inter for a while, right? You know, had that freak accident, signs for Man U, wins the Carabao Cup. Has like no matter what you think about it, the domestic cup has a title. Something that Kane.
He didn't even play, though.
So it don't matter. It don't matter. He still has
He still contributed to.
He still
the team.
he
he's
has a title to his name.
Yeah.
What does Kane have to do? He has the scoring title. Okay, cool. Take all your golden shoes or golden cleats or whatever they call it, golden boot, and go home.
Yeah.
Golden heels. Whatever.
Like golden heels. Like if you're Harry Kane, you have to really strongly consider leaving at this point.
Just,
I mean, even Son too. Like to me, I'm like, bro,
And I would take Son in a heartbeat.
yes. Well, to me, honestly, like Son is very, like I'd say he's like him and Kane top two of that team. So it's like, bro, you guys.
I mean,
gotta
they've
do
been
something.
carrying Tottenham for the last 3 seasons, and it's unfortunate that they haven't won a single title, and they deserve to win titles, especially Harry Kane.
Yeah.
All these accolades that he's winning for himself, it's like, bro, you need at least a trophy under your name, a team trophy, something like that. But at this point, I think he just should leave. Should he leave England? Should he go to Bayern? I mean, what do you think? I think he should go to probably, I don't know, I think Man United, but I also think Bayern Munich would be a good fit for him too.
Those are my two picks as well. I would hate Manchester United, but just picture this: the front three of James Sancho, Rashford, and Kane, and then Kane and Rashford can intertwine between the two because Kane is a great facilitator with the ball.
Yeah.
Rashford makes a speedy run on the flank. A ball from Kane, like that's gonna be deadly.
And they already showed it with the international team. So.
Yeah, I mean, so I think if Kane needs to make his next big move, he's like 29, I think, right,
Yeah.
or something like that.
I've been forgetting how he.
Yeah, you would think he's 32, but like nah,
And like, I just think like he's old, man.
he's still.
Nah, he's young. That's
I would say he's in his prime right now. So if he's serious and wants to at least win Champions League, because if he wants Premier League, obviously you need to go to Man U.
Yeah.
If you want to win a couple titles, possibly Champions League, you want to go to Bayern. So it really depends on what style of play they're doing and what the teams are looking for. Because Bayern is a good fit, but they got Choupo-Moting, which no one thought would be a good replacement for Lewandowski, but scored twice which we'll talk about against PSG.
Right.
So.
Well, speaking of PSG.
You know.
I mean,
Well, let's we haven't really talked about Milan either. So like,
Oh yeah, Milan.
you know what I mean. So like, I think. I mean, Milan is Milan. I think they're kind of struggling a little bit. They didn't look too good. But the keeper for Milan, he is insane. Oh my God.
you think that he's what saving them?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Milan is just. I'm happy that they're back in the Champions League. They are a team that has a bunch of history with the league or with the tournament. So I think for them, it's just they're just trying to just go as far as they can. They're not really performing as they should. They have a solid team, young, but it's just I think there's still missing some chemistry there to get some goals in there and really perform for the name of Milan. So I think I'm happy that they're moving on forward, but I think this might be like the end of the line for them.
Yeah, I mean they barely beat.
They're barely getting through Tottenham. Really shows me like okay, it's not really like if they go against Benfica, I'm going for Benfica the whole time.
I think they need to figure out their striker situation. They got Giroud, 36, Zlatan, 41. Yeah, they got.
He hasn't even played.
He just got back from injury.
Yeah, he was injury. I think he played a few minutes. But
Yeah.
you got to figure that
How old is
out.
Zlatan now?
41.
41. Yeah. So
Fact check me.
I don't want Milan to be
It's
that
Zlatan.
aging team. When Ronaldinho, Robinho, Kaká, when he went back, when they're like out of age to go back to Milan and try to perform how they did back in the day, it's not gonna happen. I think Milan needs to really focus on building their name back up so that they can be Champions League title contenders. I mean, they already won the Serie A last year, so I think they're at a good start. But for them to really be Champions League contenders, I think they really need to find some new strikers, some youth in them, and really just start from there to be Champions League winners again.
Yeah. And then we got the big boys, the big boy game.
Bayern Munich and PSG.
Big boy games though.
I mean,
PSG
Bayern Munich look like the big dogs, bro.
Always, but I'm saying PSG's never really like in Champions League. Have never really been scary to me at all.
Bro,
Like,
people talk about Chelsea and all the talent that they have, but they never want to talk about PSG and the talent that they have and how bad
yes.
they perform. Oh, because it's Messi. And don't get me wrong, I love Messi. But like, as pundits, right?
Yep.
You know, as people who are like being non-biased, like we gotta talk about these
Yeah.
things and how the talent that they have, and not even producing a freaking goal.
Yeah.
To me, that's like
Like
number one.
what are you doing?
Yeah,
You-
I don't understand how. I mean, granted, Neymar didn't really play because was he injured?
He played the first game,
played
but
the first
never.
leg, but it was
Second one.
But you,
underwhelming.
you didn't even know he was there. You're over here questioning if he
Yeah,
even
oh,
played.
yeah, I forgot.
It was very underwhelming.
It's just I don't know, man. Like, yeah, you have like Messi, world's greatest player in my opinion. Then you have Mbappe, who's to me is gonna take the route that Messi's going. So then it's just like, bro. I mean, I know defensively they're not strong in the midfield, but it's like, yeah, bro. I'm not expecting the team to kind of fall on those three guys' shoulders, but I mean to like you said, not score is just
It's
there's no excuse.
I mean, I will say they were very close. Jan Sommer came out, made a mistake, and the Leeds. I mean, do y'all see that save?
The league was crazy. The league was
was
the
insane.
defense of Bayern Munich that night was insane.
Yeah.
Alfonso was looking good. Delight was looking amazing. Like it was just the whole dynamic for Bayern Munich. That whole game was just perfect. But that's what PSG is lacking is team dynamic.
Yeah.
When I look at PSG, I just see a cluster of players that are big names, but there's just no chemistry there.
Figure it out.
Like they don't know how to figure it out, and I don't think another season is gonna help them at all. Because it's just you have Ramos, Messi, they're aging. Sorry, but like I think maybe it's time to think about a new project and really just think, all right, this is not working out. Because every single time I see this PSG team, especially in Champions League, I'm just not rooting for them. Like I had a little bit just because you have the front three right there, and you think it's gonna be amazing. But once you know if Neymar's out, it's like, can you really depend on Mbappe and Messi? Yeah, they did in the World Cup, but you need a whole team to back it up as well, and that team is not doing it for them. So right now, I'm just looking at the team. I'm not happy with it. There's no chemistry at all, and I think for the players like Messi and Mbappe, I think it's time to go, especially Mbappe.
Yeah, Mbappe's got to go. I mean, he owns the club now. He pretty much owns it. You know.
Yeah.
I think I wish we had insider info. I mean, if there is, then we missed it. But I really want to know, like, what made him sign that deal? Why did he think that was such a good idea?
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
like
it's-
having ties to Madrid. I just think it was like now. I feel like it's gonna be more of a hassle to leave because he has so much stock in PSG. So
Do you think that if, I mean, I don't really know the full details of his, what he got himself into, but if he leaves, does that hinder though? Because I mean, he could be set up straight to where he leaves and his say so and what goes on there, or where his what he signed to is still available to him. I think that'd be dope to have, but
I don't think so. I think if he leaves, it's gonna be
It's
blood.
done.
He's leaving
It's
with blood
pretty,
in
it's
his
pretty,
hands.
pretty much,
Yeah, he's leaving
yeah.
with blood in his hands.
Like that
there's
that only works when he's at the club. If he leaves the club, it's just pretty much game over for him.
I
Which
mean,
I don't think is a bad idea.
that's what I'm saying. Like, does that really matter though?
Yeah.
No. Well, I'm not saying my initial question was like, what made him want to sign that deal? Like,
Yeah.
why did you do it? Like, yeah, you were getting paid
Well, I think
hell of
he
money, and you were getting like some ownership in the
Yeah.
club, and like they were gonna discuss the projects with you. And
Yeah.
he's like what 24, 25.
Yes,
At that age, he has so much power.
Yeah.
But was that really worth it for you to be struggling now in the Champions? Because you're clearly not happy.
I mean, but that's not. I don't think that's any fault to him. I feel like when he did
signed
that,
the contract. How's
yeah,
that?
but I mean, you're hopeful at that time. Like that's some time ago. So you're hoping that what I mean. You can't foresee the future and say like nobody thought right when Messi went there and they had Neymar and you have Mbappe. Like everybody's like, oh, they're gonna dominate, right? So like if you have these high hopes, I mean, sure, I don't blame him for signing a deal like that. But it's like I think now is where I start to kind of judge. Is like, okay, are you gonna stick through it? Or are you gonna go find something better?
When he signed it, I knew that was a bad idea. I've known from the start. I could tell.
Because to me, like, especially when you're talking about Mbappe and Messi, right? Like following his steps and being like one of the world greatest. The one thing I've always been able to like knock Messi for is him like not playing in the Premier League. And like sure you have the Champions League, but just him not playing in the Premier League or him really just being at Barca for so long that it's just like, bro, I would love to have seen him, play in other like leagues and challenge himself like that. So for Mbappe, I think especially to be playing in the league he's in now. Like I would love to see him step out of that and do well in other places, whether it's La Liga or the Premier League. Preferably to me, I think I always want to see a player play in the Premier League because I think it only grows them. Like to be playing in such a top league like that where the competition is so high that I think like challenge yourself, prove that world greatest. You know what I mean? Even more. Don't get me wrong, Messi's like to me number one, but I would have loved to see him go somewhere else and really challenge himself outside.
Yeah. I mean, PSG, Bayern Munich, final score was 2-0. I mean, PSG did outpossess Bayern Munich. Had some couple shots too. I think they outshotted Bayern Munich as well, but they just made too many mistakes, man.
Yeah.
And Verratti just had a terrible game. Both goals were because of his mistakes. So it's like, what can you do?
He's got an important role at that team, man.
Yeah.
You can't make those mistakes.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. But I mean, with Mbappe, should he leave? With Messi, should he leave? Neymar, I don't even know about Neymar. And speaking of Neymar, it's just what should
Neymar do?
I think he should have left a while ago, bro.
I don't think he should have ever went to PSG.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't either. I mean, I think at the time, especially at the time that he left, no, that was
Well, actually, okay. So now here's where I raise you. Like, you know how you were saying like, oh, with Mbappe, like I know why he did it because foreseeable. Like, think about Neymar as the Kyrie and LeBron. Like Neymar wanted to be him, and that's why he left to PSG. He was the highest paid player at the time. Like I think he still is. He holds the record for the like most expensive transfer in the world. I think.
I think at this point, he
and
proved
like
not to
and
be.
at the time when you are playing with Suarez and Messi in Barcelona, and you feel like you're being overshadowed by them, then he wanted that challenge, which is why I think Mbappe should have probably done in Madrid maybe, but I mean I think you as a Barcelona fan didn't want him to leave for obvious reasons.
No.
For obvious reasons.
Yeah.
But I think he did the right thing in moving and wanting to prove himself. Did it pay out? No, I don't think it paid out. That's for sure.
Right.
It has not paid out. But I think I can't blame him for doing it.
Yeah.
And at this point, he's just riddled with injuries, man.
Yeah.
So like, and the injuries are like, dude, every time he gets injured, he's out for months.
Yeah, wow.
It's not like a 2-3 week deal. Like he's out for the season now, has to get ankle surgery.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I don't know. I still believe in Neymar, but I mean, when he left Barcelona, I didn't think it was like I understand what you're saying. Like he's trying to just get out of Messi's shadow, but to me, I think he should have been at a point where he just should have been patient at this point because eventually Messi was just gonna have to leave Barcelona, and Neymar was gonna be that guy to step up and be that player. Yeah, I think he was impatient. He wanted to get out of that shadow, wanted to get the Ballon d'Or and all that stuff, but you're still winning titles every season with Barcelona, and it's not even just a league title because at this point he's only winning league titles with PSG, and it's just PSG is looking at that like we don't want that, we don't care about that anymore. Like they really don't care about that league title anymore, and you can see it when they win games. They're like, okay, yeah, great, we can win this game, but let's focus on Champions League, and they can't even do that. So for Neymar, I just wish he just never left at this point now for his future. It's hard to tell where he went because it's the way I can see he's trying to change his attitude with the club, but if teams see that and see how his attitude is very poor at PSG, he's like, who wants that?
Yeah.
And if he's injury prone, who wants that either? So it's a sad story for Neymar because he's such a great player, but for him to have his career like go down this way, it's very unfortunate. And I don't think there's a chance that especially if Mbappe and Messi leave, there's no way he's going to be able to bounce back with winning a Champions League. I think with that one Champions League he won with Barcelona was it for him.
100%. I think, I agree with you. I don't think he should have left at all. I think he should have, because, I mean, you say he left at the time and to get out of Messi's shadow and everything, but, here you are years later, you're still playing with the guy.
That's,
so
not like anybody could have predicted that.
Yeah.
That's not like
it's
yeah.
Just it's man, I really feel like, and I've seen the struggles he's had with PSG, whether it's with the fans or there was a time period where PSG fans didn't like him. You know what I mean? And probably still don't, but he has that reputation with the PSG fans, and so it's especially back when he tried to leave the first time, and it's I mean, I at this point, I think definitely should leave. I think it's sad to say that all of the three, Neymar, Mbappe, and Messi, whether they should leave PSG or not. But I feel right now at the moment, I don't think PSG is able to win anything. So it's if that's their goal, you're gonna have to leave. I mean, I feel Messi, he's kind of, I don't really know what he's looking for, whether he's looking to kind of still win stuff, or if he's kind of looking to, all right, I'm moving into my retirement now. But I think PSG has a lot of fixing to do if they want to win stuff, and if not, it probably is in these guys' best interest to just
should
something better.
Should Neymar retire? No,
I don't think so.
No.
I mean,
with all these injuries.
Okay.
Let's be real. Let's be real. Body wise, let's be real.
It depends on him, because that's I look at him as a kind of a Derrick Rose, always getting injured consistently. I don't think that he will retire just because of from what I've seen of him as a person. I don't think he's just going to be content with retiring. If anything, I could see him going back to Brazil, playing over there, probably Flamengo again. But I feel I don't think, I would hope he doesn't retire.
Oh, me too. But that's not the question, though.
Yeah, I don't, and personally, I don't think that he should. I mean, I feel injuries, they happen. It's in any sport, they're going to happen. And I don't feel these are all injuries that are bro, if you keep doing, you're going to lose your leg and not be able to walk again. You know what I mean? I feel
I mean, in the World Cup, man, he was an inch off of being paralyzed for the rest of his life.
Yeah, but that's saying
I
this.
know. I'm just saying.
I mean,
he is constantly getting in. I'm doing NBA terms because I also know that. But Greg Oden, for example, freaking amazing guy at basketball, was supposed to be the best center, and or Brandon Roy, had to quit because of injuries, because the body can't keep up. Right. You're playing 90 minutes. You're out there hustling and running. And I'm not saying that I advocate for Neymar to retire. That's not what I want, because he's such a freaking fantastic baller. But it's just at what point can your body not tolerate playing 90 minutes, or even just your ankles? I mean, this is your main part of the body that you're using to play. You're getting your ankle stepped on.
Right.
he like those rolls are really bad on him. The way that he's rolling his ankles, like I mean, you have to get ankle surgery.
Yeah.
So obviously, I don't want it, but it's like, at what point are you considering how you live your life after so like he has to think about his life after the game.
That's true too.
Are you gonna be in a cane for the rest of your life or in a wheelchair when you're 50?
I mean,
those are the things, you know.
Of the mindset of these players, and it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, I think football is these guys' lives.
I don't think he
100%.
wants to retire. Like
I don't think he will. I don't know the extent of his injury. I don't know the extent of the effects that it's gonna have. But I mean, like I said, until it's a point where it's like, yo, you're gonna lose your ankle, or you're not gonna be able to walk when you're 50.
Yeah.
That's different. But I don't think it's to that extent yet. And I even still, I think even if it did come to that, I still think
he probably would. Yeah.
I still think he would play. Like
he has that dog mentality. He wants to play. You can tell he wants to play. But
and I think for that reason alone, I think he will do well. If he does leave PSG, I think he will still continue to do well because, I mean, he's such a top class and he has that mentality of, he's got the dog in him. So, I don't know.
What do you think?
He's like, I don't think he should retire at all, but I definitely think it's going to be a tough situation for Neymar for the upcoming season, especially if Mbappe and Messi leave. But I feel like at this point, he's going to have like the same career path as like every other Brazilian that's played for a top team in Europe and then just end up in Italy, play for a couple seasons, and then head back to Santos and just end his career back in Brazil. It's tough, but I think that's the career path now. I see. Like I thought his career was gonna be stay with Barcelona till the end of his career, wins a couple more Champions Leagues, and that was it. But he might go back to. He might go back to Barcelona. There's some rumors of him going back to Barcelona, which I mean I think it's too late now for him to go back. And then also, but there's also some ideas for the Premier League too. But if he goes to the Premier League, he's definitely retiring because those guys, like
I don't think
the French players can't even can't stand him doing all these tricks and flicks in the French league. Can you imagine doing that in the Premier League?
They're gonna body him.
They're gonna murder him. So for him to go to the Premier League at this point, it's like it's a hazard at this point. So for him, I think it's just either stay at PSG or go to Italy and just try to win more titles and like league titles, but Champions League, I don't think he's never going to win a Champions League ever again.
What about Bundesliga? You wouldn't see him anywhere in Bundesliga.
I mean, who would sign him though?
I don't know.
Yeah, because Bundesliga is I feel like it's a league where it's more about development. They're developing a lot of young players and like Borussia Dortmund, Mönchengladbach. Like,
am I gonna see Neymar at Bayer Leverkusen, bro? That would be so weird.
So random. That would be
so random, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Know, bro.
Like, who would sign him?
So yeah, I don't think even Germany would want to sign him there. So I think Premier League would be a good one because of his name, but for himself probably go to Italy to be safe.
Neymar at West Ham or something, bro.
I believe it. I can see him at Newcastle. I can see him at Newcastle.
I don't think they would sign.
They have the money, bro, and
they have the money to buy anybody else.
At this point, he's gonna start having that Ronaldo path where it's like, okay, if no one wants to sign me, who has the money?
Well, that also too, he could. I mean,
better start learning Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't doubt that they would throw him some money if he's like, I want to leave. I wouldn't doubt that they're trying to develop that league out there so bad. So
yeah, I mean, I could see that happening. I know
that. What if you see a Neymar Ronaldo link up?
Oh my gosh,
no,
that would be.
It sounded gross rolling off the tongue.
It's nasty, but I mean, it would be good for the league for them and all that stuff. They share the same birthday. Imagine those two.
Who?
Ronaldo and Messi and Neymar.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah, they share the same birthday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see it happening. I could see him going to Saudi Arabia and then making that league just a little bit more competitive, so we can showboat, show off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a show at this point. Not really competitive. It's just a show.
It's retirement.
Show. Yeah. So, but speaking of Italy, we want to talk about Napoli versus Atlanta. That was a great game, and who scored an amazing individual goal?
Kvaratskhelia.
I can't say his name. So
Kvaratskhelia, baby.
This man has been in front of the mirror saying his name.
Pronunciation.
How you doing? Bro. Say it. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Ba. That's. Ke. Lia. Kvaratskhelia.
Kvaratskhelia.
Hey, bro, you got it. Can you roll your R's, bro?
Yeah, I can. It's just.
I'm gonna record you.
Is there an R in there?
Kvaratskhelia.
Anytime I need to say his name, I'm just gonna insert
insert the clip. We need to start getting clips and like a soundboard.
Yeah.
Kvaratskhelia. Just like Kvaratskhelia.
But yeah, that goal that he scored.
Oh my God, what a
for-
dog.
What an amazing goal. I hope he goes to the Premier League. Him and Victor. I hope they go to the and I think Victor was saying that he like his biggest goal now is go to the Premier League. But just those two and with that goal it's just an amazing performance for Napoli as well. And I think they're gonna win it all. I mean, they're what, 13 points?
They're well above, you know. I mean, I don't know how many games they got left, but I don't think anybody's gonna catch them
They're
up.
18 points. Ahead.
18
Yeah.
points?
Yeah, bro,
All right,
that's
so when do you think they're gonna win it?
I don't know. Whenever, as soon as possible, to be honest. Whenever like that threshold, I don't know how many games they need, but I don't think anyone's gonna catch them up.
I say if they win the whole month of March, they'll win
That's
in
it.
April. It's over.
Honestly, if I was a betting man, I would bet on them to win. I mean, it's probably I wouldn't get any money now, but I would put my house on it. Like I think that's how for sure they're gonna win.
You don't think they're gonna slow down at all, right?
I mean, I don't see any reason for them to.
Yeah, no.
I don't think so. Not at all.
Yeah, well, they were just doing an interview with Victor and Kvaratskhelia. So Victor, he is a big Chelsea fan because of Drogba.
Yeah.
So another number 9 that we can ruin, baby. Another number 9 that Chelsea's gonna put the curse on. And then Kvaratskhelia, he's a big Real Madrid fan. And yes, he is. He is a big Real Madrid fan.
The
So
amount of pain that just.
I know, bro. But I think he plays on the left. Vinny plays on the left. Vinny is not. I don't think they're not gonna get Kvaratskhelia for Vinny. Like that's not happening. And I don't think Kvaratskhelia right now is playing at a level that he wants to come off the bench. Plus, he's only like, how old is he? He's like 21. He's got some time.
Yeah, he's young.
He's young.
He's
So
young.
I personally, as much as I would love to see them play, I don't want them to leave.
Yeah,
I want them to stay in Napoli.
Yeah, I think they should stay.
They should
I
stay.
mean, like you said, they're so young, and I mentioned this. I don't know if this was the last podcast or if it was in the third one, but when you're that young and you're on a run like he is, and to leave, I feel like that honestly would do more damage than good for him.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna jump into especially if you're saying jump leagues, you're gonna jump into a new league, jump into a new system, and while you're young, yeah, you can adapt, but like, I think being so young, it's gonna do something to his like confidence if he does not perform the same way he was, because it's a lot of hype to put on your name, especially to go to like say the Premier League where it's like so unforgiving. Like, yeah, bro, I hope he stays, develop a little more.
In Napoli?
What's that?
In Napoli?
Just stay in
Yeah,
Napoli.
I mean, you're playing at a top 5 league in Italy. It's still a good league with good competition. Inter Milan, AC Milan, Juventus. You're borderline, not favorites. That's a long shot, but you're like a dark horse for the Champions League. Like, why leave?
Yeah.
If I were him, I would look for an extension and get more money out of Napoli because and then next year see what the project looks like, because Napoli can just be like the next Juventus, and everybody wanted to play Juventus at one point. So like, why do we want to like get all these players? Yes, the Premier League is the best league, and you want everyone to play for Real Madrid because it's such a rich club. But like, why not develop your own thing and challenge all these big teams in the Champions League, like you're probably gonna do right now? Don't leave. Stay. Get that money from the contract. Stay. And compete. And then maybe in like five years, because you're still 21. So what? When you're 26, 27, when you're still probably in your prime, try something new. There's no need to leave now.
Yeah, I don't even know if I would say 5 years, but definitely stay some time and develop, grow.
Well, the extension's probably going to be like 5 years. They're going to want to lock it down.
Yeah, but I still.
No, go ahead.
I mean, I was just gonna say, like, I think another year, because you're right. Like, you want the league to develop, and I think for them to stay in the league, for Italy at least, it's gonna be a great opportunity for them, because then it shows that Italy is back to being that competitive league where it's just not a retirement league. They're gonna have that opportunity to show, not even just for Napoli, AC Milan, they have great players as well that are developing, and Inter Milan, they're looking solid as well. So, I think you're right. I think for them, they should definitely keep it another year, develop even more, try to win back-to-back titles. If they can do that, that proves that they can be competitive somewhere else. And so it's not just a fluke either.
Right, exactly.
That's like, if you stay there, win another league, and possibly win Champions League this year, and then, I mean, I don't know, next season, but that will be a a point where like, okay, I want to just cash in everything, and that this is going to be a big name coming up here that's either going to go to Spain or to the Premier League. So I think that would be a great idea for them to stay another season. Me thinking, I'm thinking after this, if they even win the Champions League, because already they're going to win Serie A, but if they win the Champions League, money's going to come in flying. But for them, I think the smart thing to do, and not the most humbling thing to do, is just stay there so that they can make the league grow even more and make it be like, hey, Italy is going to be those. I mean, they already are, but we're not ones to play around. We're going to be that league again that's going to be, competitive in the Champions League. So I'm excited for them.
I don't think there's a point in leaving, to be honest. Like, make Napoli the Real Madrid of Italy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why not? And then I'll do an honorable mention for Min Jae Kim. I'm probably butchering his name, but the center back for Napoli,
Shout out to South Korea.
also contender for like best defender in like the world right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
What a talent!
Yeah, he is
So,
looking real solid back
yeah.
there as well. So,
Napoli-
but Napoli overall just
Just-
a great team, and I'm happy that someone else is like an underdog is really growing up the league, but by substantial numbers. Like, it's crazy how much they're winning this league right now. So,
Yeah. So do you think that's easy for when they play Frankfurt this week? Do you think it's
Oh yeah,
easy?
yeah. When they're going to Napoli, right? Yeah, I believe they're gonna win. I think they might do the same thing for Benfica. Just go ahead and score at least 4 goals to the team. So, and then if we want to quickly round up, let's give our predictions for next week.
Yeah.
For the Champions League.
Let's do it.
Quickly. Try to get that going.
So we got FC Porto
Yep.
and Inter Milan.
FC Porto, Inter Milan.
It's a 1-0 aggregate Inter.
1-0, yeah. And it's gonna be at Porto.
It is at
Ooh.
Porto.
This should be a good game.
I think it's gonna be 1-1 going into extra time.
Who
Yeah.
wins?
I'm gonna say Porto. Porto.
I'm gonna lean Porto too. I think Porto.
Yeah, me too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Porto across the board.
Yeah, it's just they have a good. It's like playing at the stadium there is it's gonna be bad for Inter Milan.
Yeah, I got the same prediction as you. 1-1 into extra time. Extra time at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Porto comes out with a win.
All right, who's next?
We have Man City,
Leipzig.
RB Leipzig.
I think I already said this already in a couple podcasts before or a couple shows back. I think it was like what 3-0 Man City. So
That was your first guess. Do you
Yeah,
still, that was your first guess.
They tied 1-1.
I still say 3-0.
3-0.
Yeah.
So you're saying this game? You're not saying aggregate total. You're saying in this next game they're
Next
gonna.
time 3-0
3-0.
Man City.
They're playing at the Etihad,
Yeah, that's true.
Manchester. So
Yeah.
I think Manchester comes out with a win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give them 3-0. I'll probably say I think it'll be like a either 2-0, 2-1. But I think.
Yeah, I
Man
go
City will come
2-1.
out on top.
2-1 Man City.
It's hard for me to like say, just to count them out completely. It's,
Yeah.
it's
can't.
hard.
Who else?
If they lose, we're gonna have some serious conversations the next episode about Haaland and what and even Baldy.
Stay
Again.
tuned, y'all. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
And who else?
And
Yeah,
then the
Frankfurt,
following
Napoli.
day,
Frankfurt, Napoli.
Yeah.
Napoli. I'm going with them.
and then Real Madrid and Liverpool.
Honestly, with Liverpool, after that Man United win, I was like, "Ooh, I think they're coming back." And then they lose to Bournemouth this weekend. I was
Yeah.
like, "All right, whatever." What was I thinking?
I'm going Real Madrid, bro.
Yeah.
I'm going Real Madrid.
There's
all
no
the
way
They-
Liverpool comes out of here.
Liverpool is too like flip floppy, bro. Up and down.
Up
Like,
and
you
down.
I don't know what I'm gonna see if I watch them play. Like I could, you know what I mean? I personally could care less, but it's like when I watch them play, I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen, like at all.
Yeah.
And I feel the same with Man United too, a little bit. Like I know it's a little off topic, but I like those are two teams that I feel like are just like I don't know what I'm about to watch when I watch them play.
Telling you, boy. And they're playing in Madrid. Yeah, they're not coming out of there alive, man. Yeah, there's no chance. So I think I go. I don't want to kill Liverpool like that. I was gonna say like 3-0, but it's
what I
like
was gonna
I don't want to say
I'm
that.
gonna say 3-0. That's what
3-0.
yeah,
I'm gonna
say
go. I'm gonna go 2.
I'm gonna go 2-0.
2-0.
2-0.
Yeah, 2-0.
I'm gonna go 1-1. 1-1 tie, but Madrid comes out.
Yeah, because what is 5-2, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's 5-2.
Yeah.
1-1. Madrid comes out with a win. Obviously.
So that'll be Champions League roundup. I'm gonna quickly just talk about Premier League and Spain real quick. We already talked about Liverpool just losing randomly. I don't know how they lost. Chelsea, congrats guys, 3-1. Tottenham again. It's confusing to me again how they're winning games and then losing games. I don't understand them at all. Man City 1-0 to Crystal Palace. Very very fortunate for them. Real Madrid 3-1 against Espanyol. Valencia Osasuna 1-0, and then today Barcelona winning against Athletic Club 1-0. Very fortunate, by the way. But it is what it is. And then Fulham Arsenal 3-0.
They did well.
They did really well. Man United, going downhill for them right now. And then
the ref was questionable, I will say. The ref was questionable.
Newcastle 2-1.
Yeah, I don't think that was a red card.
Yeah, he hit the ball first.
Oh,
he hit the ball.
Yeah. And it looked like his foot, it hit the ball and deflected up.
Yeah,
so then
the studs were up. That's a problem.
Yeah,
studs are up, and I'm just saying, like that's the problem. That's what they see in the camera. Studs are up.
It's just so, I don't know. I feel like it's lame.
There's no way for him to like keep it down, but the studs are up and it hits the shin. That's it, by default, by rule. That's a red card.
Yeah,
I don't think it is. I mean, I don't think it should have been, but
yeah, I think they need to look into that because I feel like, I mean, I get protecting the players, but I feel like, I mean, when you have VAR and you kind of see situationally what's going on, like,
yeah,
I don't know, that's wild. Because then, bro, it's just painful, bro. This man like left the field crying, dog. Like to see like, because I mean, that's like what, another 3-4 games?
4 games.
Yeah.
4 games. Bro.
Yeah,
like,
4 games suspended, and it's his only second red card in
ever.
Like they're straight red.
Yeah.
It was only his second
So
straight
it's
red.
like, it sucks for him.
Yeah.
Southampton, don't know how they are.
Well, they
They actually had a lot of chances though.
they
too.
missed
That's what was
the
crazy.
refs missed a handball too. Like so it's the refs kind of like
Yeah.
And
we're back in our country, America.
MLS, man. Unfortunately, my team didn't play this week. I don't know why, but we're playing against Austin in a couple. I think this weekend or next
month,
weekend.
bro?
Yeah, next weekend. So
Do you know why? Did it say why?
I don't know
Did you
why.
guys have a game rescheduled? Or something?
I don't know, man. I think we just need to relax, regroup ourselves. And be
Did
like,
Cincinnati
yeah.
Working too hard.
Houston, I'm coming. We're gonna sit down, talk about it. We're gonna talk about how we're gonna win this league.
For those of you just checking into this episode, we got some random shirts and whatever shirt we got, those are teams we're going to support. So, Jalen, what was your team?
The great FC Cincinnati. That's what I got.
Great.
The boys in blue.
All right, so Cincinnati FC,
Houston Dynamo.
Houston Dynamo, and I got DC United. So,
Whatever.
was
If you don't know, I'm a DC United fan. For MLS.
not anymore. You're not.
Bro, the sad thing is, bro, y'all are like 14th in y'all's, like, I don't know if it's a division that they do it by, but
Yeah,
y'all
pretty
are-
much.
y'all
It's
are in the
East and
Western-
West. Yeah.
you're 14th
Out of how many teams?
out of y'all. That's out of 14 teams. Y'all are last, bro. Bottom of the
What
bottom.
happened to us?
Yeah.
I'm about to do more research to see.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna post a video on YouTube saying, "What happened?
What happened
to Houston?" Dynamo?"
Anywho, my boys in the DMV were looking real good in the first half. I'm not gonna lie. I thought they were gonna.
They had us in the first half.
They really did. They really had us in the first half. But bro, this game should have ended. I think the striker curse just follows me. Like it's not Chelsea. It's just me. This game should have ended 3-1. DC United should have won. Like Christian Benteke missed right in front of the goal. Cudi Pietro. I'm probably butchering his name. Like
What a name.
dude, they just missed a bunch of. Well, they didn't miss like the keeper for Orlando Gallese or Gallese. I'm probably butchering his name again, but they call him the octopus for a reason. You know what I mean? Like he's
Orlando?
Yeah, they call him the octopus. He's decent. He blocked a lot of shots. So I mean, it was a 1-1 game. A golazo by Durkin.
Yeah, I've heard he's pretty good, bro.
Yeah, a golazo by Durkin. So we'll take the 1-1. I mean, it looks like
Where you guys
Wayne
is-
Rooney has some work to do, but
Yeah. Where you guys sitting at right now? On
we at the table. We are currently 9th. But we are
Y'all are in though.
You're one win, one
you're in
draw.
the green.
One draw and one loss, right?
yes. Let me see. 1 win,
One loss.
1 loss, 1 draw. That's correct.
Bro, Orlando
Quick
City
maths.
is I think is proven to be a pretty decent team in
Yeah.
the MLS, bro.
Who?
Like
Orlando
Orlando
City.
City. Because
yeah.
we tied them before this week, last week, like we tied them. So I don't know if it's the goalie. Maybe it's just the goalie that's just like saving their asses. But
I mean, they built a good foundation. I mean, Orlando City has been in MLS for a while now. So I mean, I think they made it to the MLS Finals once, or I think the semifinals. But you know, they're a good team. So Orlando City, if you guys are watching this, please reach out to us, and we'll be happy to go to the game.
we will cover all your media.
I mean, they won the Open Cup.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're a solid team.
They won the Open
Yeah.
Cup last year, so you know
They're not a Tottenham team where they just look good and just not win trophies.
Yeah, no, they.
Nacho, get us in there, please. Somehow work your magic.
Nachito,
Yeah.
we'll get you in the podcast sometime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He'll be soon. He'll be soon.
But yeah, man, that's my boys up in the DMV.
You want to go last? Since
Well, I got nothing.
Yeah.
Oh,
You got-
He said that. I hope you had a good rest.
Yo, so yeah, FC Cincinnati. Shout out to them. They really did a good job. I will say I personally wasn't impressed with our keeper. He made a lot of mistakes playing against Sounders. So that's a little scary. I watched I think the highlights for Orlando City because that happened before we knew who we had. And I think I don't know. He's a little he's. I think I'm used to having strong keepers. So like watching him do weird stuff like come out to the 40-yard line to try and stop a through ball and then completely miss, like that was scary. He had some bad touches in the back. Just they would take shots and he wasn't catching the ball. It was just deflecting. So I'm just like bro, this is scary. This is what I gotta deal with, bro. Oh my god. But yeah, somehow they came out with the win. We have some pretty good attacking, so that's got me hopeful. Got a good midfield, so yeah, I'm excited. They did well outside of the keeper. Pretty even possession wise, pretty nice game. So I do want to see. I think we play. Let me see who we play next.
I can't wait for one of us to play against each other.
Well,
We already played y'all, so
I know.
yeah, Cincinnati and DC United in the same conference too.
yeah,
What place is Cincinnati right now?
Third.
yeah, we're third.
Ooh.
Yeah, bro. We're doing good. Atlanta United's going crazy. So them and Nashville are the only two in front of
Yeah,
us.
Nashville is going crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy how we just came back from Tennessee and
Yeah.
you know.
But we play Chicago next, so I think we should win that game. And yeah, keep it going. We do play Nashville after that, so that'll be a really good game.
Oh, that's gonna be a great game.
Yeah. Hopefully we come out on top. But
Yeah.
I was impressed, bro. Like the fans there, they have a nice stadium because we played at home this past weekend. So the stadium looks really nice. The fans look lively.
Yeah.
They look dedicated. So I think it's a cool little vibe I found myself in with FC Cincinnati. So
Hey, there we go.
And shout out to Christian, man. He is the one that's able to let us watch these games now moving forward.
Yes.
Okay.
My man hooked us up.
Got us the Apple
Apple
TV,
TV, man.
login, everything. So now we'll be able to watch the games completely now.
Yep.
Not feeling like we're in prison. Not watching just highlights.
Yep.
We're able to watch Apple TV. So shout out to
Man,
corporate
shout
America.
out.
Shout out to Christian. You know,
Shout out to him,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
If you don't have a guy like Christian, I'm sorry, but
Yeah,
it is
right.
only $6 a month. We found out.
Yeah, it's not
So
bad.
Yeah,
go
so
tune
not
in,
bad.
man. It's MLS is interesting. but-
Yeah, I mean we're learning just like all of y'all are,
Yeah.
and if anybody knows more about MLS, like feel free to. I mean, I'd be happy even to do like a Skype,
Yeah.
Zoom,
Come on to the podcast.
Yeah, come to the podcast. Yeah, we'll talk MLS. We're trying to learn as much as we can. So this is all new to us. So we're not gonna sit here and fake that we know everything
Yeah,
about
no.
MLS. We definitely don't.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
We'll
yeah,
learn the players' names.
Those are yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was really focusing on this past time. Was just trying to go through learning the players' names or like where they're from or
It's
something.
all right, bro. It's all right. All right. So wrapping up the show right now, we got a little game.
Let's play a game.
It's good.
We are gonna be guessing
Baby pictures.
baby pictures of some world-class players.
I feel like I'm gonna be on some type of registry now
So-
looking these up, bro. It's like what did you look
Red flags, red flags.
All right, who wants to go first?
I'll go for. Did you see one?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
It looked like the Carter, bro. Not gonna lie.
All right. I'm gonna show it on the screen when I get this done. But I'm gonna show you guys. Here's my first guy. Can you guess who it is?
Let me see.
Oh yes.
Uh,
Oh,
I
wow,
think-
bro.
Is that? Oh God, I'm gonna butcher it. But can I just guess? Jalen,
Huh?
can I just guess?
Go for it.
Is that Carlos Tevez?
Ding 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 ding.
Come on now.
You know what's crazy? I saw that picture and I was looking up baby with like kids' pictures and I
Yeah.
was looking it up, but I was like, bro,
That one's so
I'm
weird,
completely
bro.
blanking on who it was, bro.
Carlitos
I
Tevez, boy.
was scared that like you guys didn't know that one.
A
That was-
baller.
I felt like that was my hard one.
Really?
Yeah.
That was
Honestly,
our one?
if I hadn't looked it up, like looked up kid pictures
Yeah.
before, I wouldn't have. I would've
Yeah,
been clueless.
Carlos Tevez, baller.
Were you thinking Carlos Tevez or were you thinking someone else?
I like him because I remember seeing his picture, but I was also for some reason I just kept thinking Salah. I was like, bro, Salah. I don't know why. I was like, bro, no.
Now, if we're struggling to guess the player, you can mention their team, like a former team of theirs, and
Okay.
all that stuff. So
All right.
you're not just sitting here in dead silence, okay?
All right, are you
Is
sure?
that the
this-
only one, right?
Is that the only one?
Are we doing one?
Just one?
Yeah, one, and then go back around. We're doing
Alright,
two, by the way.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, Jalen.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Me?
Well,
All
I
right.
mean, I can if you want.
No, that's fine. All right, I got it. So, who is this young baller?
Oh hell no, bro! Who
this
who
young
is this
fella?
guy?
Damn, bro, I need to borrow my glasses. Let me see that.
Yeah, I got you, bro. Who is this young fella?
Wow.
It's like he looks like somebody, but doesn't look like somebody at all.
When I tell you who it is, you gonna know.
If you guess automatically,
And he's
you're frozen.
I'll
And
tell you,
what?
he's a current player.
He's a current
He
player.
plays right now. He's not a legend. He plays right now in a top league.
In the top league.
Can I get the league?
No.
No.
What? Premier League.
Okay.
Premier League.
I feel like teams. I kind of have a guess right now, but I'm afraid like if I guess,
Is he on Man City?
I'm not gonna say which team plays.
Oh, we can.
No, I'm not gonna say. No,
Wait,
that,
let me see the problem.
I'm gonna give it to you. If I tell you, if I tell the team, you're gonna get it. No, it's not. I'm not gonna tell you who it is.
give me another hint. That's like that doesn't
Something.
really. Yeah,
Because that
remember
is
Come on.
wild, bro.
because I'm trying to think.
Look at the face.
those baby blue eyes.
Look at the face.
I want to. Okay, remember.
He plays-
Remember, if you say if you guess right now, and you get it wrong, you're frozen out.
He plays right now in the Premier League,
Plays in the Premier
and he's
League.
not English.
He's
Oh, he's not English.
No.
Oh, that threw me off.
He plays in the Premier League.
Yes.
He's not English. What the hell?
Come on.
He has blue eyes.
You
so
got
that's
5
what I'm trying to
seconds.
think.
Come on, we gotta move on.
Bro, what?
We gotta move on.
Wait, give me one more hint.
What? How many more hints do you want?
No, like just one that's like obviously not the team, but like something. Premier League, like okay, great, and he's not English. Oh, I mean you didn't give me that.
Come on, third hint.
Yeah, third hint.
I don't know what else to tell you that won't give it away.
What?
Oh my god, bro.
What position does he play?
I can't tell you.
Come on, you
Oh,
can tell
yes,
us that.
you can, bro.
You can tell
Yes,
us that.
you can.
He's
You
a,
could tell us
he's
that.
a striker.
He's a striker.
Oh,
Harry Kane?
I know.
No.
No.
He's English. I said he's not English.
Oh, he's not English.
Yeah.
I'm
Havertz.
an idiot.
Yeah, it's Kai Havertz.
I knew
It's
you were
Kai
gonna
Havertz.
pick a fucking Chelsea player.
Then
but
why
I was
didn't you
like-
say Kane?
Because I was like, I don't know, bro. I
Not
feel
an
like-
English player, Kane.
I don't know why, bro.
Yeah, I didn't. I was gonna say he's German, and then, but I couldn't think of anything else.
That was a good one.
Part of me knew that
was
you were
a
gonna pick Chelsea, but I was
good
like, nah, he wouldn't do
It's
that.
Kai
That's
Havertz.
the obvious answer.
It's Kai
That's
Havertz,
a
man.
Great answer. That's a great
Yeah.
one. All right.
Kai.
Good one. That was a
Good old
one.
Kai Havertz, baby.
Are you ready for world class players?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. What you
All
got?
of them are working, man. This.
Is me. Alright.
Oh, say, always sleeping, bro.
He always leaves. What's that for real, you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, little baby Quelo.
Alright. Y'all are not gonna get this one.
All right, let's see.
This guy.
He's definitely English. Look at that overbite. Ooh,
He's English.
that's he's English, right?
I'm not telling you. I'm not gonna give you the same hints.
Well, okay. Well, give me some hints.
Okay. Well, what do you want?
You're the one.
You're the
player.
yeah. Like I don't know, man.
I mean,
Wait, let me
he's
look- let me
retired. He's retired.
Let me look at the
I
photo
can
one more
tell
time.
by the picture. It's
Yeah,
freaking.
he doesn't play anymore.
Okay, what league did he play in the most?
He played in the Premier League.
Okay.
Yep.
What team?
Huh?
Can you tell me a team?
No, I can't tell you.
No.
the team.
Okay.
I can't tell
What
you.
position?
I can't tell you.
I
that
think
either.
I think I know. Hold, let me
I
see.
can't tell you that either.
Let me see.
I can't tell you that either.
Why?
He
I can't because those.
They
like-
play for Man United.
no. No, he did not. He did not.
Oh damn.
Give me another hint.
Huh?
Ooh, this one's hard, bro.
You can tell me position.
Is he English?
Okay.
He's
No, he's not English.
Oh, he's
Right,
not
Coach?
English?
No, he's not
Oh
English.
shit.
Yeah,
Let me see.
not English. Okay. I will say. All right, I'll tell you the position. I feel like
Alright.
he is a goalie.
Oh, easy. I already know what it is.
Who is it?
Then say it.
Peter Check.
Yes.
Nice.
I didn't want to give you
Nice.
the fucking position. Bro.
Nice. Well, you could have said he played for Arsenal. That would have thrown me off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could.
That would have thrown me off if you said you couldn't give me a club because he played for Chelsea.
Yeah.
And then if you said Arsenal, that would have thrown me
I
off.
don't want to show mine. Mine's easy.
That was good. Yeah, I think my second one's easy too.
Yeah. All right, hold on. Let's see. My turn.
Jalen, you ain't got
All right,
none
ready?
today.
Huh?
You ain't got none.
Yeah.
You got to get on the board, my boy.
2-1. 2-1.
2-1-0.
Typical.
Well, you got two?
I got 2. Yeah.
Yeah, because you got mine.
Yeah. Ready?
Softball
1,
pitch.
2.
Bro, we have the same fucking one. Ibrahimovic.
I knew that was gonna happen, bro.
Well, guess what? I'm on the board, bitch.
Guess what?
I'm on the board. Yeah, let me see that. Let me see that picture.
Dang, bro.
Damn,
Let me find
alright.
another one. Let me
Okay.
find another one, bro.
Okay.
Oh, this one's easy. This one's real easy.
All right. So get ready.
All right, you
This
ready?
is for you to tie, or no? You're
Yeah,
tying
this-
with me, and then tie with me.
Yeah,
I'm
this
gonna tie
is
with you.
this one's easy.
Let me see.
All right, ready? 1, 2.
God, hold on, pause.
Yeah.
Bro, it's
Brighter than the light.
Hey, bro.
That one's easy.
Yeah.
Red. He doesn't play no more.
No, he's a legend. A good old legend.
Played for Premier League, right?
Yep.
Okay, what up?
Played for Man United.
I'm not telling you.
Yeah.
I can't tell the
I
club.
already know who you're gonna say.
Oh, I already know who it is.
You know who it is. Don't say it. I want to give Jalen a chance.
Hold up, bro. You got Google Photos on here, bro?
Nah, bro.
I honestly, I
can't
don't
tell?
know. I can hardly see his facial features, bro.
I already know who it is.
You know who it is.
Yeah, I already know who it
The,
is.
the face tells.
Who
Yeah.
is it?
Shout out to Alan Shearer, my boy.
Yeah. we saw him at
Yeah.
the fan fest, baby.
Mhm.
Is
Great guy.
Oh, there
He's
was not a better
great
kid
guy.
photo than that.
nah, bro.
Bro, that's what I mean.
Bro, what do you mean? Like
the
you can
facial
see in the
expression, yeah.
face, you
Yeah,
can see
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
Alan
World class
Shearer.
player.
I guess.
Alan Shearer.
Yeah.
I guess.
That's
So should I
it.
even do what you want?
He
No, that
won.
was your second one. Oh yeah.
You did- you won already. You were like-
Mathematically, I won.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let me pick one. Just
Yeah,
for
pick
shits
one,
and
just
Yeah.
for the heck of it.
Yeah.
giggles.
Here, I'll say if I.
Christian, go on a random football generator. Random player. Pick a random player. Let's. No, just kidding.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Messi.
I got one. Ooh, this one. This is gonna be our longest one.
Wait, why are you going again?
Yeah, where are you going again?
Just because.
They might want to feel special.
Cause. Oh yeah, cause.
Oh well, do one and it'll give me and Gabe a chance.
Cause what? It's 2-1. Yeah.
It's
3-1.
It's like 3-1-1.
Oh, okay. Ooh, okay. okay. Well then, no, I wouldn't have to pick then.
Yeah, no, Jalen. You
No,
go.
I'm saying you pick one and show it to us.
Oh yeah, we got. Oh, bro, we got to do it.
Tiebreaker.
Family Feud style. Bang. Give me a red buzzer, bro. Let's see it. Let's
That's
see it.
funny. You pick Zlatan.
All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
1, 2.
Wait, is that? Oh my gosh.
I think I know.
I'm looking for the name, not the picture.
I think I know who that is.
Me too. I just don't know his first name. His last name's Wright. Is that right? Is it him?
You were frozen out, my boy.
No!
Why didn't you
Okay.
ask questions,
I'm
bro?
gonna
Because I thought it was him.
I'm not even gonna ask questions. I'm just gonna guess. Is that Michael Essien? No.
Okay, then we go again. Then we go again.
Go again. All right.
Who did you say?
I said, what's his
Right.
first? Right.
Ian Wright.
Ian Wright. Thank you.
You're
yeah.
right. And then who did my
Okay.
cousin?
Yeah, I said Essien.
Okay, so
What league did he play?
Currently he is playing.
Oh, he's a current player.
He's a current player, and he is currently playing.
Boy,
He is playing. He is currently playing in Switzerland right now.
Switzerland.
Yes, he is currently playing in Switzerland.
Is he on loan?
Nope.
What? know who this is?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he's a current player.
What nation is he from?
Italy.
Balotelli. Why always me? Balotelli.
Right when I said it, I was like, ah, fuck. That was
Why always me?
But yeah, why always you, Jalen? But
bro.
that's gonna wrap up the show for us, guys. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you. Remember to subscribe, like, share this video to everyone that
Go
appreciates
Chelsea.
World Class.
Go
and,
FC Cincinnati.
and we and we'll see you on the next one. See y'all.
Yes! Yes!
Christian, cut it.
Cut it.
Yo, were you actually looking up kid pictures?